Hey everybody, this is Jeff with Hollywood Junket. We've got Paul from season 10 who is back. He disappeared for a couple of seasons and he's back. How you doing? What's it like to be back as an all-star, man? You're an all-star.
I'm an all-star. No, it's great. It's great to be back. It's I had so many memories on this stage, and it's great to create more.
Yeah.
And so being back as an all-star is very humbling and very it's a great experience because it's a different experience. It's fancy. And it has the word star in it.
Yeah.
So.
Now you get to look down on everybody who has never been an all-star and just go.
Never. There's so many.
Maybe one of these days.
No, not at all. There's been so many amazing dancers on So You Think You Could Dance, and I think many of them deserve to be all-stars.
Are you looking at it differently now? Because you had All-Stars this season, and it's a different experience. You kind of look up to them, and they're kind of like, they're legends,
yes, of course.
And now you're on the other side, and you have a different responsibility. You got to help these guys.
It definitely is a different responsibility because you're there to support them, and you're not in the competition, so it's a different kind of stress on you, where it's your responsibility to make sure that they look good. And on top of that, you have to look amazing too. But it's
you're not here just for nothing, right?
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I'm back. Right?
Yeah, you gotta. We worked our butts off, and it was a pleasure working with Megs because she has the work ethic of, oh my God, a horse. She's amazing. She freaking. Every single day during rehearsals, I did not see one time her in a bad mood or in defeat or anything like that. She was working her butt off to be where she is, and I commend her for that.
You know, that's one thing I noticed being backstage. Like, Meg has incredible energy. It comes through during the show sometimes, but she's here, she's happy to be here. Yeah. She feels, real affection for the other dancers and you guys.
She's so real, so genuine, so real, and I think that's what. For me, that's why I loved sharing the stage with her, because she was just a different energy on that stage. She just had that vibe that was a pleasure to dance with and to share the stage with.
Okay, so when you found out you were getting paired up with Meg, so you've watched her journey during the show, right? She's obviously insanely great at what she does, and then she had a couple contemporary moments where you're like, all right, but you're a Latin all-star too, and you're doing the Paso Doble. How stressful was that on your part to think, I gotta make her look good, what can I do?
I think in terms of her performance, whenever I heard that she had the paso and I was dancing with her, I thought the best Latin dance that she could have gotten was definitely the paso.
Really?
Because for her, she has that fierceness and she has that edgy look, and I think that's what was her upper edge. Definitely there were things in terms of technique that is not easy to get right away in Latin ballroom.
I sit at home and I try to do this, and I'm like, I got one job and I can't even do that.
Yeah, there's technical stuff in your posture, in your intention that is difficult in paso, and so for her to have been able to tackle it the way she did, I thought she did a great job.
Just between you and me, and nobody's ever gonna know this, I had to do a Paso Doble on a Chinese variety show. I had to do like 20 seconds of it, and it was the most ridiculous. It was insanely ridiculous.
Was it choreographed or improv?
It was choreographed. I was a TV host there for a while, and it was like, I don't want that ever shown to anybody. So especially the Paso, I have a certain affection for, because I'm like, that's not easy.
It's not. No,
she got flagged for like the growling, and it's like, I'm growling along just because I know it's painful.
Yeah, exactly. And I think during rehearsals we were told to be vocal and to give that energy out, because when you're vocal it comes off physically.
Yeah.
And so I think definitely it's hard. It's so hard to get that anger, because if you're not an angry person, you need to find something to tap into that. And technically, ballroom has so much technique in it. Dancers make it look easy, but it's really not that easy. And that's a dancer's job, to make it look easy.
That's exactly it. So do you have a prediction as to, I know this is a tough question, but do you have a prediction? At least in your mind, are you like, I know who's going to win this?
You know what it is? It's because it's like there's so many great dancers, there's so many great personalities. So I feel like you don't know. Like you don't.
You don't have to say.
You can't make me say that.
tough.
You can't make me say that.
So last bit of information. We're happy to have you back. What do you got going on outside of this, and where are we going to see you if your stalkers out there want to see you somewhere that is not somewhere on like Santa Monica Boulevard?
After the show, I was on Move Live on Tour with Derek and Julianne Hough. Then I did Dancing with the Stars tour, and then I was on the show. So hopefully, I'm going towards the Latin route.
Okay.
So hopefully this season on Dancing with the Stars, you'll see me. I can't say anything.
Can't say anything, but there's a possibility.
Yes.
We'll keep in touch. Let us know, and we'll tell everybody, and hopefully we'll get to see you in one of these things somewhere else.